Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm answering three questions. The first one is why, when trying to add the transform, distort and transform effect, why does it only do it on one object and not the entire layer? This is based on a previous tutorial that I have. I'll see if I can link it somewhere, where I'm setting up a mandala template. Right? That's the first question. The second question is going to be how to create your custom brushes, which is very simple depending on how complicated you want your brushes to be. And the third question is how to do a multi-layered mandala. And I have a surprise for you guys. So I am going to go ahead and answer those three questions. But one thing I really want to say is thank you so much for the 500 plus subscribers. I'm extremely grateful. I'm not even sure how I even got here, but you guys are amazing, and I can't appreciate enough. So thank you so much. And yeah, also I am gonna put timestamps so you guys can jump to whichever part of the video is more like of what you're looking for. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna hide this over here. Okay, so the first thing is when we're setting up the mandala template, first you create your lines, rotate 90 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and copy, so that creates a copy, it doesn't just rotate the original object. Now, if you notice, I just selected these, and then if I go in, distort, transform. What you do to do this is, let's say I want 8 copies, so I divide 360 by 8, and then just put 8 copies, and blam. Now, the problem with this is that it's not actually creating the copies, only for that object, right? So if I go like this, and that's actually really cool. But it's not actually doing it how it should work, right? So what you need to do is, first you want to go, why is this all the way up here? First you want to go and click on the layer itself, right? This little thing over here, click to target, you want to click that. It selects everything in your layer, but if you notice, whenever you click on a specific object, it only applies it to that object. So what you need to do is do it on the layer. Then you go into distort and transform. Same thing, I think it was 45. And then add the copies, and there you go. Now, if I go in, I now have the copies I wanted to do. So that's why it's creating that, that effect that it's only around the object itself, not around the center. And then that's when make sure you apply one more effect on the layer, right? So effect, distort and transform. If you see this, you're doing something right, unless you clicked on don't show again. I prefer to have it on there. So again, 45 or 360 divided by the amount of copies you have. Click on reflect on X, and then one copy, bam, there you go. And then you just add the mask, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer. I'm going to delete this one since I'm no longer going to use that. Layer 2, or in this case, brushes, right? First of all, I do want to say I am using a digital drawing tablet. I used to have one. It was the Wacom, whatever you want to call it. Intuos. Yeah, it was the Intuos. And unfortunately, it died. So I spent a long time just doing brushes using a mouse, which I got used to it. But I would highly recommend a digital drawing tablet. Why? Because you can use, let's just go ahead and center this. You can use pressure, right? This is what I like about it. Let's go to the center. I'm actually going to drag this all the way over here. I'm also going to change the color to black. That's just me. All right. So once you have like the shape that you want to use, go ahead, open up the brushes tab. I'm just, hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna select, no. I'm gonna select all of these, delete them. There we go. And what you do is select your object or stroke that you want to use, drag it over here to the brushes window. Also, if you don't have that, just click on window, brushes, or F5, depending on your operating system. And we're gonna go with the first one, which is the art brush, right? Each brush, it depends on the design that you're going for, right? So again, if you have a digital drawing tablet, use pressure. If not, use fixed, and then you can change the percentage. I'm just gonna do pressure 1 to 100. Depending on the brush that you're using, you may try the stretch between guides or fit stroke to length. For now, I'm just gonna do a very simple one, fit stroke to length. Changes colorization to tints, because that way you can actually change the brush color. So now if I go in, barely any pressure, now more pressure, if you notice, it changes now. Barely any pressure, a lot of pressure, it creates your own, and there you go, you have your own custom brush, right? This is really cool. It's very simple, but you can do, once you have, again, using a digital drawing tablet, you have so many things that you can do with it. All right, let's go ahead and do something different. I'm going to do a line again. Change this to like this. And well, let me zoom in. I'm going to go ahead and create a circle that I can put at the end. Shift X to switch the stroke to the fill. And now I'm going to drag this over again, do the same thing. The scatter, sorry, not the scatter brush, the art brush, and then stretch between guides. I can actually change this to so that everything stretches before the little circle, and then it shows the circle at the end. All right, I have OCD and this is not working. There we go. Let's try it this way. All right, so now if I go in, that was strange. There you go. All right, so that's the second method. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit more fun. I'm going to create another circle, 2 circles, right? And they're going to intersect. I'm going to switch this to stroke. Let's change the stroke to 10. And then I'm going to use a square. All right, let me see here. Pathfinder, and then that did not work as I expected. All right, first we're gonna nope, not working as I expected. Let me see. So unify this. All right, give me a second. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, that works. I should have duplicated the square. All right. Be patient with me. This is not working as I expected. Or at least it's not doing what I was hoping for. All right. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see. No. You know what? Let's go with this. So I'm gonna drag it over here. This time I'm gonna use a pattern brush. And if you notice, it looks interesting, Now, with the pattern brush, again, I'm going to use pressure so I can change the size. I'm going to use auto center. Now, if you notice these little things, it shows you the outer corner, the line itself, the inner corner, which auto center again, and then the tail and the head. Let's do tints. Also, you can actually flip on how you want it, so you can actually duplicate a brush and just flip it over. But now, let's do that. And if I go in, ta-da, or I can do it lightly, right? So that's how you pretty much create your own brushes. Now, let's say that I actually wanted, let's say I actually wanted one of these to be the tail, see? And then I wanted apply strokes. Now, if you notice, it shows there. I don't know what's wrong with that dog. That's not my dog. And then also to do that, sorry, you click on Alt, so you can actually add it wherever you want. I'm going to add it to the head, and then apply strokes. So now, if I zoom out, you can't really see it. All right. You can apply it to already made strokes as well. So that's how you can make your own custom brushes. Now, I do have a library of brushes here, right? I'm going to make this available on Gumroad. So if you guys go to my Gumroad, you will see that I have this. I'll leave a link in the description. So this is available. It not only has brushes that you guys can use, but also it has templates for different mandala that you can use. So you don't have to like go in and create your own template. Ta-da! All right. So this is the brush library that I have. Now the way you guys can import it is by going to again the brushes window. I already have it here, but if you click on other libraries, you can choose from where it's saved. I would recommend to create your own folder. Like just copy this, right? Copy this and then put it in your Explorer and then create a folder in there and just drag over the brushes that you're wanting. But if for some reason you have it saved somewhere else, you can actually just import them by going to other library and then selecting wherever you have it saved, right? All right. Anywho, so that is question number 2, creating your custom brushes. Now, I love these brushes. Check this out. So having your pressure, you can pressure sensitive. Wow, that changed so much. There we go. All right, I'm having too much fun there. And let me use one of the templates that I've already made, right? So I'm just gonna delete these strokes. And what I can do here, since I already have my custom brushes, I can just go in and start drawing. Right. And let's see, I want to do big strokes over here. These are just going to be the big petals. All right. So let's say I want to do, I'm going to just name this the outer. I can actually just go in, duplicate, name this inner, or I can just name it details. And I'm just going to delete all the paths that I've already drawn. And let's say I just want to do very fine details, right? And that was terrible. That was terrible. So now I have my details layer and my main layer, right? And that's pretty much how you would create a multi-layered mandala. Just duplicate the layer and, ooh, that was nice. Yeah, that's why I love these brushes. Again, ooh, wait. Before I do that, let's see. I think I love this one because you could actually do a, definitely not that. You could do a, let me create a new layer. You could do a border with this one. Yeah. So these ones are nice because, again, let me bring down the stroke. There you go. So it's really cool. I love this one. So some brushes work better for borders, other brushes work better for, that's why it was thicker. Sorry. So some brushes work better for designs, other brushes work better for borders. Ooh, I love that one. There we go. Anyways, let me delete that. Oh, check this one out. That was terrible. That looks so cool. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, that's pretty much answering those questions, right? How can you, why was it only rotating around itself and not like around the center? How to create custom brushes, which, ta-da, you guys have access to a, you guys have access to my custom brushes over here. By the way, the first 20 people to download this or to buy this get 20% off, I believe it was. Shameless plug there. And then the last question, which was how to create a multi-layered mandala, right? Where you can create details on one and the main leaves on the other. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this answered those questions, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this, and I'll see you guys next time.